In this video, I am going to discuss simplex method. The problem is maximize z is equal to 4x1 plus 10x2 subject to the conditions 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 50, 2x1 plus 5x2 less than or equal to 100, 2x1 plus 3x2 less than or equal to 90, and the non-negativity conditions x1 comma x2 greater than or equal to 0. First step, we have to convert the given problem into standard form. That is, objective function should be maximum, constraints are equal form, and the right hand side values are positive, also non-negative values are positive. Here all the inequalities are less than or equal to type, so you have to add the slack variables S1 in the first condition, S2 in the second condition, and S3 in the third condition. That is, 2x1 plus x2 plus S1 is equal to 50, 2x1 plus 5x2 plus S2 is equal to 100, and the third condition is 2x1 plus 3x2 plus S3 is equal to 90. Now we have to write the standard form for the given problem. Maximize z is equal to 4x1 plus 10x2 plus, here we are introducing three different slack variables. The cost for these variables are 0 in the objective function, that is 0s1 plus 0s2 plus 0s3, subject to 2x1 plus x2 plus s1 is equal to 50, 2x1 plus 5x2 plus s2 is equal to 100, 2x1 plus 3x2 plus s3 is equal to 90, and the non-negativity condition x1 comma x2 comma s1 comma s2 comma s3 greater than or equal to 0. Step 2 is find the optimum value using simplex table. Now the first one is B, right hand side constants, basic variables, and CB. CB is nothing but the cost for that particular variables. Now here you write Cj, and here you write all the variables in the problem, that is x1, x2, s1, s2, s3. The coefficient of these variables in the objective function are 4, 10, 0, 0, 0. Here you have to write the right hand side value. The right hand side values are 50, 100, 90. The basic variables are the newly introduced variables, that is slack variables, S1, S2, S3. Here you have to write the cost of these variables in the objective function. The cost is 0 for all these variables. 0, 0, 0. This is the main body of the simplex table. Here you have to write the coefficient of the given conditions. Let me write. The first one is 2, 1, 1, 0, 0. Second condition is 2, 5. S1 is not there, so you put 0, 1, 0. Third condition is 2, 3, 0, 0, 1. Here you have to write the minimum ratio. This is the starting table. Once you enter all the values, you have to find Zj. The formula for finding Zj is sigma Cb into jth column of that matrix. That is 0 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 into 2. The value is 0. Same way you can do with all the columns. 0 into 1 plus 0 into 5 plus 0 into 3. That is 0. I will explain through the formula. First value is 0 into 2 plus 0 into 2 plus 0 into 2. This is equal to 0. For the second column, 0 into 1 plus 0 into 5 plus 0 into 3. The value is 0 again. Now the third one is 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 0. Most probably in the starting table your ZJ value is 0 since the cost is 0. 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0 is equal to 0. 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 into 0. The last one is 0 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus 0 into 1. So the value is 0. All the ZJ values are 0. So ZJ value is 0 for all the columns. Now we have to find ZJ minus CJ. ZJ value is here and CJ value is at the top. You have to subtract ZJ minus CJ. ZJ is here, that is 0 minus 4. So you will get minus 4. Then 0 minus 10 is equal to minus 10. Then 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. After finding ZJ minus CJ, you have to check all the values are greater than or equal to 0. Here, these two values are negative. So, the current solution is not optimal. So, we have to go to the next table to get the optimum solution. For that, you have to follow some procedures. So, you have to find the entering variable. For entering variable, you have to select the most negative value from ZJ minus CJ. The most negative value is 10. So, the corresponding value x2 enter into the next table. So, entering variable is over. You have to select the most negative from ZJ minus CJ, that is minus 10. The corresponding variable is x2. Enter into the next table. Now, we have to find the leaving variable. For finding outgoing variable, we have to find the minimum ratio. For finding minimum ratio, you have to divide B value with the incoming variable column. So, this is your incoming variable column. So, that is entering variable column. So, you have to divide this value with incoming variable column, that is 50 divided by 1, that is 50. The second value is 100 divided by 5. 100 divided by 5. So, you will get 20. Third one is 90 divided by 3. 90 divided by 3 is, from the minimum ratio, you have to select the minimum value. For finding the leaving variable, you have to select the minimum value. Here the minimum value is 20. So you put an arrow mark like this. This arrow mark represents the corresponding variable. S2 leaves the table. X2 is the entering variable. S2 is the leaving variable. So the intersecting element is 5. So this 5 is nothing but key element. This is key column and the second one is key row. Now we have to move on to the next table to get the optimum value. Okay, in the second table, you have to write all the values. S1, there is no change. The cost is 0. S2 leaves the table. So, instead of S2, here we put x2. For x2, the cost in the objective function is 10. For s3, there is no change. Now we want to make pivotal element as 1. That is, you have to divide 5 with the same element. You have to apply that operation throughout the row. We want to make pivotal element as 1, another element in the same column as 0. For converting the pivotal element into 1, you have to divide throughout the row with the same number. That is 100 divided by 5, 2 divided by 5, 5 divided by 5, 0 divided by 5, 1 divided by 5 and 0 divided by 5. So the values are 100 divided by 5 is 20. 2 divided by 5, 5 divided by 5 is 1, 0 divided by 5 is 0, 1 divided by 5 is 1 by 5, 0 divided by 5 is 0. Now second row is over. Now we have to find the first row and the third row. For that we have to use the formula new value is equal to old value minus key column value into key row value divided by key value. Let me explain here. Old value minus key column value into key row value divided by key value. So let me write. Old value is 50. Key column value is 1. Key row value is 100 divided by key value is 5. So if you subtract this, you will get 30. Now the next value, old value is 2, 2 minus key column value divided by key value into key row value. So if you subtract this, you will get 8 by 5. Now the third value is 1 minus key column value into key row value divided by key value, that is 0. The next value is old value minus key column value, key row value divided by key value, that is 1. The next one is old value minus key column value into key row value divided by key value, that is minus 1 by 5. Now in the first row, the last value is old value minus key column value into key row value divided by key value. So the value is 0. By applying the formula, we are getting the values 30. Second value is 8 by 5 and this is 0 and this is 1 and this is minus 1 by 5 and this is 0. Okay. For third row, again we have to apply the formula. Third row, the first value is old value minus key column value into key row value divided by key value, that is 30. Second value is 2 minus key column value into key row value divided by key value, that is 4 by 5. The next value is old value minus key column value into key row value divided by 5. So simplifying this, you will get 0. The next one is 0 minus 3 into 0 divided by 5. So the answer is 0. The next one is 0 minus key column value into key row value divided by key value, that is minus 3 by 5. The next one is 1 minus key column value into key row value divided by 5. This is 1. For third row, the old value is 90. 90 minus key column value is 3 into key row value is 100 divided by key value. For 2, The new value is 2 minus key column value into key row value divided by key value. Old value was 3 minus key column value was 3, key row value was 5 divided by key value. And for 0, 0 minus key column value was 3, key row value was 0 divided by key value. And for this 0, 0 minus key column value was 3, key row value was 1 divided by key value. And for the last one, 1 minus key column value was 3 into key row value divided by key value. And using that formula, you will get the values 30, 4 divided by 5, 0, 0 again, minus 3 by 5 and 1. After finding these values, you have to find Zj in the usual manner. Zj is nothing but 0 into 8 by 5 plus 10 into 2 by 5 plus 0 into 4 by 5. Let me write 0 into 8 by 5 plus 10 into 2 by 5 plus 0 into 4 by 5. So you will get 20 divided by 5, that is 4. The second one is 0 into 0 plus 10 into 1 plus 0 into 4 by 5. So the value was 10. The next one is 0 into 1 plus 10 into 0 plus 0 into 0. So the answer is 0. The next one, 0 into minus 1 by 5 plus 10 into 1 by 5 plus 0 into 0. So the value was 2. The next one is 0 into 0 plus 10 into 0 plus 0 into 1. So the value was 0. Now we write all the values in the simplex table. Zj is equal to, let me repeat, 0 into 8 by 5 plus 10 into 2 by 5 plus 0 into 4 by 5 is 4. Like that you have to find all the other values. 4, 10, 0, 2, 0. Now Zj is over. Now we have to find Zj minus Cj. So Zj is here, Cj is at the top. You have to subtract Zj minus Cj. 4 minus 4, 0. 10 minus 10, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 2 minus 0 is 2. And 0 minus 0 is 0. Once you find Zj minus Cj values, immediately you have to check all the values are greater than or equal to 0. Here all the values are greater than or equal to 0 only. Therefore, we can write all Zj minus Cj greater than or equal to 0. So the current solution is optimal. So the current solution is optimal. Okay. The optimal solution, you can take it from the table and you see this, the x2 is equal to 20. x1 is not given, so you put 0. The optimal solutions are x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 20. Therefore, max z is equal to 4x1 plus 10x2. That is 4 into 0 plus 10 into 20. So the value is 200. So the optimum value for this problem is x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 20.